in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Denver Broncos and the Arizona Cardinals. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 20.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, no doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Play action. Now Wentz.
On the slant, completes to Sutton.
And all the way down to the 36-yard line.
Complete to
A huge play there for Denver. 46 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll try the draw, Lindsay. And he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsay. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd.
They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted.
Picked off down at the 10. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 7 yards there and a 1st down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. That goes for 14 yards, first down Cardinals.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And second and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10.
Cardinals take over first and 10 at the 13.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Obi Melifonwu. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
On second and 9, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this. He's got a man, complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Wentz now on first down. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. On second down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 41.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Gain on the play. First down.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Screen pass to Lindsey. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a second down coming up. From the gun, it's Wentz. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
But it's now third down.
They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26.
He was brought down.
Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. Now it's Lindsey. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Shotgun now for Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal. A 37-yard attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
10 at the 45-yard line.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They got to get to the 23 here on 3rd. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To 2nd and goal.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
About a half yard from the end zone, 3rd and goal. And again this time to the tailback. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now the former Sun Devil, Zane Gonzalez, for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens. happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
Field goals all we've had so far. 3-3 now as the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Working from the gun, Wentz. He's going to air one out for Anderson. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he's going to get this deep onto Arizona's side of the field.
A gain of 50.
Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Again, it's Wentz. He's got it. And the Broncos are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Wentz to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Now Wentz again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Wentz's pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Noah Fant. Incomplete. It's 4th down and...
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make them punt it.
A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by McManus is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. So we will not go into the lockers tied. We do have a leader in the clubhouse, so to speak.
Yeah, it's only 3 points. Doesn't seem like much, but it looms big the way that they got it done right before the half ended.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Zane Gonzalez to kick off.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Throwing now is Wentz. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Now Wentz. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Now Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And that will be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and it's 3rd down.
Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. And able to find Kirk complete. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, 3rd down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3 and out. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
Nate Gary.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. And he'll give it here to his running back. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Well, partner, that was a heck of a play right there because there is no chance that he was the primary receiver on that play. Definitely checked it down to him and just said, please, help us out, make a play. And he does and delivers a first down.
And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them has been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Second and 9 now from the 21. Wentz going to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
To throw, it's Wentz. He's got his tight end Fant. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. That's going to be caught by Judy. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 19 yards there on the pickup. And the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. A run with Lindsey out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped up just short of the first down at the Cardinals' 28. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion, because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for your team. They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Wentz now to throw. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this fourth quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
That run didn't get very far, and I think when you're looking at his dimensions, he's a little bit on the smaller side. He's counting on the big guys up front to escort him in, and they couldn't create any kind of space for him, could they?
Yeah, didn't get the push they needed. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jalen Thompson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
The Cardinals take
a seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Here's 2nd and 8. Open man is Kirk, complete.
The pass complete to Christian Kirk. Brings up 3rd down.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on 1st down. He'll drop to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 50-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
They'll look to throw. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he'll give it here to his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there and a first down.
This defense needs a big play in the worst way because so far they're not putting up much of a fight. If they don't get a stop here soon, this game could be over for them.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Zane Gonzalez on for the field goal. A 24-yard attempt.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got a 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines. But then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Wentz. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And out of bounds. This will depend on where they spot it, and they'll say at the 45.
At their own 45-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Tie game, probably time for one final play here. What do you do in this spot?
Now you're thinking about...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor.
60 minutes, just not enough some days to decide who's going to win the game.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And they will play it safe here and bring this one out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Now a first throw here in overtime. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Looking to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
And that is incomplete here.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
In need of a 3rd and 10 conversion to keep this opening drive of OT alive. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he is going to have a Cardinals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. And to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT.
And 1.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout. It'll be their second and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Cardinals have the first points. It's 3-0. They're able to put 3 on the board here on the opening drive of OT, and now up to their defense to try and see if they can hold this one.
I like how you framed it up because obviously this game is not over, right? They go down and kick a field goal, then we head to sudden death. But if the defense can hold, take the ball away, turn it over on downs, this game's over.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. The field goal would push it to sudden death. We just saw the field goal on the other end, but I don't think they are thinking field goal. At least not to start this drive. They're not thinking field goal.
Not at all, because your point is well taken. Yeah, kick the field goal, you push it to sudden death, but you're also kicking off and giving the other team the ball with a chance to kick a field goal and beat you. Get the touchdown, finish the game off. That has to be the mindset.
He was looking to get it to Phillip Lindsay there, and it's second down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack.
8 yards. And it's third down.
On third and long, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
And here's your ball game. Down 3 in overtime, but they're going for this thing on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Wentz. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. We thought this game would be a good one. It did not disappoint into overtime, and it took the field goal to win it.
And we always pay lip service to how important it is to play defense. And usually we focus on the big offensive pyrotechnics, right? But in this case, they got the ball back on defense, gave themselves a chance, and they capitalized on it with a victory.
And I don't care what distance that field goal's from in overtime. The knees are always knocking, but he pushed it through.
Not only that, think about your snapper, your holder. A lot of nerves for them, too, because they have to do their job in order to give him one last chance to put a foot to it.
So for the Cards, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll get another home date next week as the Saints will come to town. Meanwhile, for Denver, they drop just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.